Nigeria's capital market is set for a major transformation as key stakeholders say the newly enacted Investment and Securities Act 2025 will strengthen regulation, deepen investor protection, and unlock new channels of wealth creation. These revelations came during the annual workshop of the Capital Market Correspondents Association of Nigeria, CAMCAN, held in Lagos over the weekend. AV1 News brings you highlights of the event. It was a gathering of regulators, market operators, and financial journalists as conversations on the future of Nigeria's economy took center stage. At the heart of the discussions was the Investment and Securities Act 2025, a law many speakers describe as historic and transformative.
The Investment and Securities Act ISA 2025 present both challenges and opportunities. The reform embedded in this act will shape markets' confidence, improve transparency, and strengthen the overall integrity of our capital markets.
The chairman of the Nigerian Exchange Group, Alhaji Umar Kwairanga, described the act as one that marks the beginning of a new era for Nigeria's capital market. He also emphasized the NGX's commitment to driving reforms through technology, including the exchange's digital investment gateway, NGX Invest, designed for easier access to public offers and right issues.
We have already started seeing the changes and the impact of the ISA. We have already brought the cryptos to the market. We are working on bringing the whole total fintech. Today, NGS, we have set what we call NGS Invest, which is a technical platform that we use to encourage more people to invest from the comfort of their homes with just their gadget. That have demonstrated that we have seen the success it has done within the shortest possible time of the signing of this ISA. Today, we are coming from less than maybe 200,000 retail investors in the Nigerian capital market. We are talking of almost 3 million today. But when you look at the population of Nigeria, over 200 million, we have not even done anything. So what we are trying to do is that we want to leverage with this ISA, we want to leverage with the fintech so that we can be able to at least grow this market. We have seen within the shortest possible time what the PAMPay, the OP have done. Today they have customers you had of over 60 million. And I believe they'll continue to go better. So what can we be able to do so that we can be able to leverage with what they have achieved so that we in the NGS too, we can be able to do the same thing. For us, what we have achieved in 2025, we are more confident that 2026 is going to be better.
For the Securities and Exchange Commission, the ISA 2025 is more than a replacement of the 2007 Act. The said Director General, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, represented by the Lagos Zonal Head, John Briggs, described it as a decade-long blueprint for regulatory excellence, market stability, and investor safety. Under the new framework, digital exchanges, crowdfunding platforms, commodities markets, warehouse receipt systems, and virtual asset operators will come under full regulatory oversight for the first time. The Commission says this clarity positions Nigeria as a continental leader in responsible fintech and digital asset development.
You know, there's a reward for non-compliance. People who don't comply will definitely not comply because the reward is higher than... So let me give you an example. Somebody defaults in a transaction and makes $1 million and spends just 20 million naira to pay as penalty. So it will continue to be non-compliant, right? But now, as it is today with the new Investment and Securities Act, when you default, you pay dearly, you pay hugely. The act itself has made it not attractive for you not to comply.
Guest speaker at the event, Abubakar Lawal, went further describing the act as a revolutionary step towards Nigeria's ambition of becoming a $1 trillion economy by 2030. He said the reform directly empowers Nigeria's youth, over 60% of the population by recognizing digital and virtual assets as legitimate investment instruments.
It is appalling to know that the number of investors today on CSCS platform is at 6 million, and just about 10% of them are active. It means the gap is wide for us, the operators, to expand that scope and ensure that bring more investors to the market. Nigeria is a country of over 200 million population.
What people do not know is that it didn't just happen overnight. It took years to develop this document. There were committees and sessions held in the National Assembly in Uyo more than 2-3 times. There were sessions held in Lagos. The PEBEC was involved. So many parts of the economy came together to stitch this wonderful piece of legislation together. Happily and gladly, FMDQ was part of it also. 2 of our young men received awards for their contributions to the different committees. And I was also part of that process of reviewing and presenting at OU in different occasions with CSCS, with NGX, with the legislators. Everybody in the capital market was a part of this document. So the usefulness of that is that when you're a part of something, the implementation becomes easy. All right, because you already know what was drafted, what was documented, you contributed, you reviewed, you debated, you discussed, you questioned, and you suggested, you researched, and you came up with solutions that has now been codified.
It is only Nigeria that can develop Nigeria. Forget about foreign investor, portfolio investor. Without Nigeria, we cannot develop our economy. And that is what CANCA stands for, and everybody should know. So when we engage like this, let's concentrate on developing the local investor. So that when they say insecurity, before you know, markets start crashing. They have started running away. But if we have local investors who believe in this country, you will see the capital market will be more stable.
A key opportunity, I know we've talked a lot about digital asset, but I feel like it can be overemphasized because I don't think we really realize the opportunities that presents. When we think about digital asset, I think a lot of us just think about it from your regular cryptocurrencies, but it goes a lot beyond that. It goes into actually even tokenizing your real world assets, actually even going further to tokenize existing issued securities. So you can imagine as a young person like I am, and then even much more younger people, their interest. And a very key component of this type of securities is that it takes them beyond your traditional finance. So imagine you've tokenized a movie that I'm interested in, or a movie production company that I actually like and I follow, and I'm able to buy and be a shareholder. That really is something I would be interested in, and talking to my peers, I know that's something they're really interested in. So now even knowing that it is backed by law is actually a very key component, and is very interesting about how that would help you shape the Nigerian market going forward, and we're really looking forward to what is going to occur in that space.
With reforms spanning investor protection, capital formation, commodities development, and digital asset regulation, stakeholders agree that ISA 2025 is a landmark step, but they also insist that the Act's impact will depend on implementation, collaboration, and continued public enlightenment.